Thank you all very much. Thank you. Appreciate you all coming out. This is a really important day for the University of Tulsa. Before I get into the basics, I would like to disavow a story in the student newspaper this morning that I was drafted by the New York Knicks. It was the April Fool's edition. It's actually true. This is another wonderful day in the history of TU athletics. It's been a great process. I'd like to thank members of the media for their patience. I'd like to thank the four members of our board and boosters who helped us in the search. And to tell you all about the outcome, let me introduce our athletic director, Ross Parmley.
Stead, thank you. Thank you for joining us today. It is indeed a great day for TU. I want to start by introducing some new members of our TU family. I'll save the really tall guy for last. The wife of Danny Manning, Miss Julie Manning. Their daughter, Taylor Manning, and their son, Evan Manning. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed getting to spend some time around your kids today. What glowing people, and please feel free to rub off on my kids at any time during the next couple of years, okay? I also want to thank a few other people, our search committee and the many people that we visited with throughout this process for their time and effort. I want to thank the media. We all have jobs to do, and at times they seem to go in different directions. But you guys handled this process in a first-class manner and with great respect to myself and this university, which has been consistent in this market for some time now. So thank you very much. I also want to thank the fans for their incredible passion throughout these last few weeks. For you, I'm most happy today. In my previous press conference, I mentioned that we wanted to find a person who could better our product, re-energize our fan base, without compromising the values and the foundation that have been built. Mission accomplished, and then some. We have found someone who will have a great impact on our men's basketball program, but will also have an impact on our campus and our community. He brings to us a unique experiences. 15 years in the NBA, 9 years as an assistant under one of the best basketball coaches in the country. He's on a committee to help select players and coaches to represent the United States in the Olympics. He has experiences through the highs of athletics, NCAA championships and Final Fours, both as a player and as a coach. And he's experienced the lows of athletics, 3 major career-threatening knee injuries. These experiences have helped mold him into a great teacher and a great coach of the game of basketball. You know, after we interviewed Danny the second time, I told President Upham, damn, I can't wait till basketball season. And it hasn't changed since. It is my pleasure to introduce our new head basketball coach at the University of Tulsa, Mr. Danny Manning.
Raise that mic up.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming out. I have a lot of thank yous to give out, and I'd like to start by thanking President Upham, Ross, and the search committee for giving me this tremendous opportunity. We look forward to becoming a part of the fabric of the TU family, and this is, I'm so excited. I don't know what else to say. It's going to be a lot of fun. It will be a lot of hard work, and we're willing to put in the hard work. We're going to put in the hard work. And end of the day, we'll stack up the wins and losses, but more importantly, we want to make sure that when people live here, they're quality young men ready to take the world on and make a change and make someone else's life better. And that's going to be how we build up foundation from the ground up. I'd also like to thank my family for all their support and their love. I really appreciate it, and hopefully this is the last move. So we've moved around a lot, so this is hopefully this is the last one for us. So I have a few other people that are here. family and friends, thank you for coming out. Thank you for your continued support and love. And I love you, and we love you, and look forward to the next chapter of TU basketball.
Any questions from the media?
Was it going to take a special place to get you away from Kansas?
Absolutely. Kansas is it's home in terms of I moved there when I was a senior in high school, 4 years of college, and been living there in the summers ever since. So we were comfortable there. But the more I spoke with Coach Self, the more I spoke with Coach Brown about the opportunity of coming to TU and being a part of this rich tradition, it became a no-brainer. To get a job of this magnitude as my first job is unbelievable. And it's a great opportunity, and I am excited, and I'm looking forward to making the most of it. And we're going to have a good time. We're going to play hard. We're going to be competitive. We're going to be respectful young men. We'll be humble, but we'll be hungry to get better as young men and as individuals on the team, committed to one goal, which is going out and representing TU to the highest honor that we can. Yes.
Danny, what do you think prepared you most for this very moment? Your days as a player at Kansas, your days as an NBA player, or your years as an assistant coach at Kansas?
Well, I think all of that comprises of my experience. As a player, just going out and knowing the type of effort and work that you have to put into getting better day in and day out. As a coach, understanding preparation, understanding you have to build, and knowing that each and every day you have to come in and you have to work to get better. And if you lay down the foundation, everything else falls into place. And also for me, going through injuries was something that changes my outlook on the game. I always enjoyed the game of basketball as a player. Going through injuries where it takes away some of your athletic ability, maybe you don't jump as high or run as fast, you have to become more of a student of the game to have success. So I started looking at things a lot differently from my injuries, and I think that's really helped me in terms of coaching and sharing my experiences and mentoring the young men I've had a chance to work with.
You mentioned Coach Self. What's the best advice he gave you about that?
Excuse me?
Coach Self's advice. What's the best advice he gave you?
Win games? No. Coach Self and his wife Cindy rave about Tulsa. They rave about TU, the athletic side of it, the community, the university. They had nothing but love, and that has really made the transition easier mentally for me, and I think for my wife and our kids as well. You know, Coach Self has a lot of friends, and we were around a lot of those friends the last couple of weeks, and they had nothing but wonderful things to say about TU. Yes.
Did you always envision that this is maybe where you would end up as a head coach on the D1 level?
You know what? I always wanted to be a coach. My father was a coach. I've been around the game for as long as I can remember. My father played professional basketball, and I was always in the gym, probably not paying attention as much as I should at an early age, but being around it and, having the experiences and playing for some of the coaches that I've played for and knowing how they impacted my life. I have a lot that I want to share and a lot I want to give, and once we have our complete staff together, we'll all work hard and we'll make sure that our young men leave here prepared for life.
Coach, you talked about putting your staff together and also recruiting.
Yes. Well, I have two members of my future staff in the audience today. One is Brett Ballard. Brett played at Kansas, and Brett's been a coach at a small school in Kansas the last couple of years. Outstanding young man, family man, wonderful wife, great kids, and he's someone that we started working on Coach Self's staff together, and in, I guess, if you will, one of those grunt positions, and we kind of worked our way up, and Brett got to be director of ops for Coach Self, and did a wonderful job with that. And at Baker University, where he's been a coach the last couple of years, done a tremendous job. So very happy and excited to have him here. And Justin Bauman will also be on my staff. Justin is someone I got to know during my time at Kansas. He's been at quite a few schools and had success at every one. And he's probably the most organized young man I know, and he's going to make sure that we do things the right way in an orderly and timely fashion. So,
Danny, how much do you think your name recognition will play a part in recruiting and putting a new team together, or will it?
Well, I hope it does a little bit. But to tell you the truth, the kids that we're recruiting now, they don't know anything about way back when guys my age were playing. So, hopefully it's something where we can initiate a conversation and kind of go from there. But, we're going to hit the ground running in terms of recruiting. We have to make sure we recruit young men that bring something to the university as well as the basketball court, and someone that is serious about their academics, because this is a great academic institution as well.
Is there a style of play you're committed to?
We want to play up-tempo. We want to be a team that plays pressure man-to-man defense without giving up easy buckets. We want to score in transition, and we want to get the ball down the court and get into some type of motion offense where the ball goes from one side of the court to the other, give the defenses a chance to break down, and then we want to attack. We'll incorporate a lot of ball screens and give our ball handlers a chance to get into the paint and create. But the biggest thing for us is on the defensive end, we don't want to give up any easy buckets. I shouldn't say any, not too many, because we're going to give up a couple. We'll give up a couple, but we don't want to give up too many. And the philosophy is if the team can't score, it would be hard for them to beat you.
Have you had a chance to talk to Jordan Clarkson?
I've had a chance to visit with members of our team today, and it was a great initial meeting. They all seem like wonderful young men, and were very receptive to me, to my family, and we're in the process of getting to know each other. And a lot of those guys were able to reach out to me during the Final Four with texts, well wishes, good luck, and that was very nice, and that meant a lot to me. So it was nice to finally get here and see a face other than just reading the text. So I'm excited. I think they're excited, and we're ready to get to work.
Is it a situation where you almost have to re-recruit those players and get them sold on your program and you as a coach?
Well, I think that's one way to look at it. I think they are committed to TU, and they know that we're committed to TU, and it's going to be a marriage that works. They know that we're going to come in and we're going to challenge them, we're going to push them, we're going to prod them to bring out the best in them. And, on our side of it, we want to make sure that we're prepared going into every practice, into every game, and give ourselves the best chance to be competitive. But, I see nothing but bright days ahead. We'll have some bumpy roads because, we are dealing with teenagers. And that's part of the course. That's part of their journey, the process of growing up. But, I really look forward to getting to know all these young men and playing a big part in their life.
Danny, did you pursue this opening, or did they come to you first? Once there was an opening, did you give it any thought at all, or was it prompted by their inquiry?
I believe it was a little bit of both. The committee, President Upham and Ross, they were very diligent in what they were looking for and what their concerns were. And spending time with Ross, spending time with President Upham and the committee, I think it went fairly well. I believe it went very well. And, I think we have the same visions and the same goals, and that is to make sure that we have quality young men in our program that represent TU in a manner that it deserves.
Danny, once you were in the mix, was there one thing that stood out that really intrigued you about this position?
Well, there are a lot of things that intrigue me. Beautiful campus, facilities are outstanding. The history and tradition of the program. And you walk the hallways and you see the names and you see the teams and their records and the success that they've had. It's outstanding. You go back to Coach Richardson, won a national championship. Coach Tubby Smith won a national championship. Coach Self has won a national championship. So This is a wonderful place, and you know, we look forward to hanging some banners of our own.
Playing as long as you did in the NBA, you essentially could be retired right now, and you choose not only to work, but to choose a profession where that it's hard work. Can you talk about that?
It is hard work. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy the game of basketball. I enjoy learning and figuring out different concepts and techniques and strategies. That's always been a part of who I am. I grew up around the game, and I enjoy challenges. And that's any job is a challenge, and because you want to make sure you put your best foot forward, and you want to make sure that you do everything that you can on your side and everything that your group can in terms of your team to be successful. And you know, it's a work in progress. You have to take it's a recipe, and you know, there are a lot of secret ingredients for recipes, and we're looking to come up with the right one to get to where we want to go, which is be competitive and, like I said, hang banners.
What do you think your father would say about this day?
I believe he'd be proud. You know, he got me into the game. He showed me how to do things. He was someone in his professional career that was a journeyman, played on a lot of different teams. He had to do the dirty work. He had to play the defense. He had to dive on the floor. He had to do all those small things that make teams work. And I learned to appreciate that at a very early age. And, you know, that's one of the biggest compliments I ever heard anybody give a player was someone told my dad, I enjoy playing with you because you made the game easier for me. And I think that's a wonderful compliment. And that's the mentality that we want to have as a team.
Danny, are your expectations for this program to be in the NCAA tournament? Is that where you're going?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. And we'd like to do it next year. We'd like to. It's a process. We understand that. But, you know, we're going to put our best foot forward and build and work every day, like I said, and hopefully when we count them up at the end, we have the right number to be there.
What made you decide that coaching college was a better avenue for you as opposed to maybe doing an NBA stamp and becoming an NBA coach?
I enjoy the game of college basketball. It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of excitement, it's a lot of fun. I also enjoy the off the court side of it, spending time with young men in terms of helping them grow up, sharing experiences. I think that's pretty much what life is all about. And I've been very fortunate and blessed to have the experiences that I have, and a lot of people helped me out along the way. And you know, I feel I need to share some of my experiences and the different things I've learned with the next generation, and hopefully they can do that, and it just moves on down the road.
Danny, TU nearly made the Final Four back in 2000. We've seen Butler, VCU, George Mason recently. Do you think there's any reason why this program can't be a fixture in the tournament and go deep?
Well, we like to be a fixture, and you know, it's each and every day, like I said, we just have to come in and we have to work. We have to make sure we recruit young men that come in and fit the profile of the TU athletics family. And, you know, we're going to target young men that do that. And hopefully at the end of the day, you know, we have enough wins to put ourselves in that position on a consistent basis.
What are your immediate goals in the first week, first month as head coach?
Get to know everybody. That's the first thing I need to do is let people know that not just me, but the new basketball staff here at TU wants to be a part of the community, wants to be a part of the fabric of the university. And, you know, we as individuals are caring, loving individuals. We want people to understand that. We want our team to understand that. We want our community to understand that because we need their support. Each and every time we step out on the court, we want their support, and we're going to work hard to earn it.
Any other questions? Any other questions, media?
Can we do the photo op one more time, Tim, with the jersey?
Sure. We can do that. And then we'll break down into one-on-one interviews. And then before we all get up, we'll get another photo op with Danny's family.
Right over here, Dad.
And what's your family name? And then we'll head, just come right here. Just right in front here. Let's get one more photo op. Stay seated.